In iOS 16, Apple quietly removed live wallpapers, where a live photo could be added to the lock screen and activated with a long press. This capability was added 5 years ago in iOS 11 and even featured official dynamic wallpapers from Apple that moved on the lock screen. They became pretty popular after being released, so why did Apple disable live wallpapers in iOS 16? Well, the answer has to do with the action used to trigger the wallpaper's movement on the lock screen. To watch a live wallpaper's animation, users had to long press on the display, but that became an issue when Apple wanted to introduce a customizable lock screen, since that was a feature already implemented on Apple Watch and was also triggered by a long press. And therein lied the issue. To bring the custom lock screen feature to iPhone, Apple would either have to introduce a new gesture to trigger it, or remove the live wallpapers feature altogether so that the long press would bring up the custom lock screen interface just like on Apple Watch. And if you know anything about Apple, it's that they prioritize consistency and seamlessness over an abundance of features. So removing live wallpapers made sense, since it united the user experience of iPhone and Apple Watch, making each device more intuitive to use. It's also been speculated that based on Apple's own internal data, not many people were using live or dynamic wallpapers as the years passed, so removing the feature wasn't likely to cause much disappointment. Similar to the way 3D Touch was a headlining feature of iPhone 6s until its discontinuation 4 years later with the iPhone 11, since very few people were using it. Now, while there aren't any more live wallpapers, there are still dynamic and animated wallpapers that can bring some movement to your lock screen, like this one with colored circles that create a parallax effect when moving your phone, or the weather wallpaper, which plays a short animation after waking your phone. These may not be worth the removal of live wallpapers for some of you, but hopefully Apple will bring back the feature in some form down the road.